It's the one and only Ruth Connell. She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Got me so blind that I can't see. This is when she flirts with Mike. She's a black magic woman and she's always flirting with Mike. I don't love that. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my favorite thing in the world. When you dance with Michael, he's my bass player. Can't you see that he's my bass player, Mike? And you're getting that together, and now I gotta be honest, I don't like. Good stuff, good stuff.
I feel like Loudon Swain should do a cover of Robbie's Girl.
Exactly. I wish that I had Robbie's girl. How are you, my love? Yeah, and you got a cozy jumper.
My t-shirt has a really cool heart on the back of it for you guys, but it's too cool.
It's just
They
too
are
cold.
calling it too high.
Yeah.
I can also really hear myself. I don't like that.
Okay.
We're gonna move away from the speakers.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, I don't like it's the sound of your own. It's like listen to yourself and
Yeah.
that's it.
Is
It's
that
like
better? You want?
can you hear me now?
Maybe you feel
That's
like
better.
right here.
It's like I was like listening to a voicemail of myself for the first minute. It was weird. It's like I don't want this. Anyway, so you're going to hang out for a little while, aren't you?
Well,
If you really cared, like you'd hang out for a little.
of course I
while.
care. Of course I care. I don't know if I've got like a thing, something to go do. Sometimes I do meet and greets and stuff.
You don't work hard enough at these things. I
Oh,
think you
no.
should stay and do some of my panel as well. So we're not here tomorrow, right?
Correct. Ruth and I leave.
So because we're not tired enough from getting up twice a night every night with our toddler, we thought we'll fly to Chicago first thing tomorrow morning, go to Calvin's graduation,
My oldest son Calvin is graduating.
And
My
then-
only son.
and then fly back bright and early Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be back. So we'll be back to see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
We like it here.
Congratulations to Calvin.
Thank you very much.
And well done.
Yeah, well done, Calvin.
This is your first child to graduate.
Yeah, and of the Supernatural group, I'm one of the first
Is that right?
children to graduate. There's not many of us.
Is that because you're very old?
It's because I got started younger than them.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, so yeah, the crew that has kids, I feel like, is anyone's kids graduated? Or just one of the actors?
Is Calvin the first?
I think he might be.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the first, if not the first.
Uh,
But yeah, super excited.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Jim Beaver. Man.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done. Congratulations, you worked hard.
Thank you.
You studied hard.
Calvin studied.
I mean, it's good.
Calvin.
No, but you have tried. You've worked hard as well.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you can go now.
Okay. Thank you. This is what it's like at home, by the way.
Kind of is. So, I should answer a question. First of all, is there anybody Scottish here? Because last night I got off the airplane and was surrounded by kilts. Tartan Army. Yeah, and I can't tell you, like, it just was so unexpected because I'm going to see a World Cup match next Saturday in Los Angeles. Like I grew up in a obviously football, but you can say soccer family. We actually play football. What you call football, it's like you use your hands. So we play football. You guys call it soccer, but anyway. But I'm from a family. My grandma was the only woman in the Scottish Junior Football Association. She ran a football team for 30 years. And my dad was a coach and a manager, and even my female cousin Samantha, she does the strips and all the kit at Dunfermline, so I love football and I love the World Cup and I love Scotland, and I came to Boston and I always love coming to Boston. There's something very Celtic about Boston, I feel, and I've never not had a good time here. And I get off, I'm so happy anyway, and I get off the plane, I'm like, there's men in kilts. And I kid you not, I swear to God, I'm standing at the baggage carousel, and there's a guy right there, and I'm like, you for the Scotland match? I mean, it's a rhetorical question at this point. And we chatted away for a few minutes till our bags came. He's Scottish, and him and his friend are Scottish. They live in Australia. They had flown from Australia to Los Angeles. I'd got on my flight at Los Angeles to fly here, and they were from Stenhousemuir, which is about 3 miles along the road from where I was born. And they went to the same high school as my two stepbrothers. I was just like, it was so fun. So I'm flying out of Boston on the day of the match, but I will be coming back. And anyway, just to say, if you see any of the Scottish supporters, they're really nice usually, the Scotland supporters. You're safe. They're not hooligans, like some other people from other places. And hopefully it'll be a really, really good time for everyone involved. Is anybody going to the game? You are? Oh my God. Wow, how much were your tickets? How much? Yeah. Well done, it's a once in a lifetime, right? Oh, I'm so jealous. And I just said to somebody that came over to my table, I hope Scotland don't get gubbed. Do you know what that means? Can you guess? Well, gubbed means like beaten. But I realise as I'm saying it, like it's just such a Scottish word, gubbed. It's quite onomatopoeic, gubbed. Pure gubbed. And I hope they don't get gubbed by Haiti. But I also, I feel Haiti are a small nation as well. And so I don't want them to be too badly either. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. This is just my stream of consciousness. Pretty much because I had an antihistamine tablet last night and I feel drugged. It was a non-drowsy, but I'm out of my mind. This was not just me then, it's everyone. I thought it was supposed to be non-drowsy. My sleeping at night might have... But I needed to be non-drowsy during the day. So when do I take it? Should I take it in the morning? I'm scared of... So like in about 3 years' time? Jesus H. Christ. Okay. Yeah, this has not been helpful. Neither was the antihistamine because it's not working. But I'm going to attempt to answer a question. I'm not going to promise that by the end of what you're saying, I'm going to remember what you started saying, but I'll say something in response. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you want?
Hi, my name's Alessa. I'm from New Jersey, and my question is, like, you played one of, if not the most central female character on Supernatural, which was, a male-dominated show. If you could see a version of the show where one of the other characters was a woman, like the whole time, or there was a new original female character, what would you like to see?
Oh, I can't. The answer that first popped into my head, like I don't think you could change Mark Sheppard for anything. But imagine if it was like Crowley's mum, but it was a mother-daughter thing.
Do you think he would have been taller?
They wouldn't have had to swap their soul for three pigs or whatever it was. Is that right? 3? They should have paid 4. So you can't. That's the thing. I think it's so hard to answer that question because everyone is so implicitly there. I think I bumped into Robert Ulrich, who cast most of us. I think I bumped into him. I was lucky enough to be at the screening of the Boys finale, because Rob, as some of you might know, might have seen quite a lot of him in the Boys. So it was so nice. And Crip, he's just the best. He's the loveliest man. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. I don't remember where I was going. What was I saying before that? Robert Ulrich was there. Thank you. this is what you have. This is toddler and the I don't care club, but this is when the two things intersect with an antihistamine. So Robert Ulrich was there, and he was like, Ruth, and I really felt like I was meeting an old friend, because they took care of me during the audition process, and I think when he felt I was right for it, he got me to come back in and tape my audition in an American accent, just in case someone in some kind of office at Warner Brothers was like, oh, people won't understand her. You know what I mean? You never know. So it felt like meeting an old friend. And I'm giving him a shout out now and saying that because I really think they did a really good job of casting Supernatural. I think that's why you get someone like Misha Collins coming along. They'd met Misha, Alex, who was Robert's assistant, told me they'd met Misha. I'm just telling you stories. You didn't ask this question, but I'm telling you. They said they'd met Misha just a few weeks before and thought he was fantastic. And then here comes this part that he's maybe right for. And like they introduced, Misha to Supernatural, and then look where we are. We're all doing gishwes and getting arrested at Santa Monica Pier, like however many years later, because they did such a good job putting the right person in the right part, is my point. And so I don't think you can swap out anyone, but I think in some kind of alternative universe, maybe Crowley's a girl, a woman. And I think Mark would be cool with that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So my question would be, if you were able to make any spell, what would you make and what would you think Rowena would make?
Oh, well, I mean, Rowena made a lot of spells. One of my favourite ones, because it's the only one I can ever remember the Latin for, was Abi. We used to go, Abi! And the other person would just fly through the air. Wouldn't that be handy? Just walking down the street, Sauchiehall Street, which is a street in Glasgow. Sauchiehall Street is Saturday night. Abi! And like, people just getting out of your way. So I think that would be kind of fun. I think Rowena was probably there isn't a world domination potion. But if there was, she would have
No, like you're making
figured it
it.
out. Pardon?
Like you're making the potion, so you can make any potion.
Yeah, I'm saying so. If Rowena could have figured out a world domination potion, now she's in hell, so she doesn't need a potion, she doesn't need a spell. She's got lots of really good ideas for how hell should be run, and she's making hell great again. Thank you for your question.
You're welcome.
Bye. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Are you Superman?
No.
I like your t-shirt.
Thanks.
It looks like Superman from here.
Well, my question is, I was wondering if it was more fun playing Rowena when she was evil or became an ally.
She was a lot of fun. And I think one of the decisions I made early on was that if you're going to stay alive this long, if you're 365 years old, or because I took one of the reference points, I made a joke at one point at Fergus's expense at one point, saying he had flop sweat and I hadn't seen him this sweaty since the plague, and I was like, well, if that was 1665 or whatever it was, and I did the math, and so if you've been around this long, I think it's one of the reasons that she actually really digs the Winchesters in her own weird way, and this group that she's come across, because there's hardly anyone alive or around to play with who get it. It's kind of like maybe a little bit of a lonely existence to be around this long. So I made the decision early on, she's got to really delight in some things to keep her going, otherwise why bother, And so to play someone who delights, and it so happens she delights in being, in her eyes, naughty. I mean, we might think it's diabolical to have somebody on the ceiling that got in your way, but for her, that's just what happened. But I think that kind of delight in being naughty and in being powerful and mischievous, I think it was really fun to have that as part of her, because then I could have fun as I was doing it, and see how much more mischievous I could make her, or and so it was always really fun. Then when it came to be more of like a friend of me, but also when she was trying to get Crowley back, it was really nice as an actor to play some more of the reality and her real feelings underneath everything. And it was challenging. It's kind of, in a way, when you get into a groove of being sassy, it's fun, but then to find these other layers was challenging and less obvious fun, but also really satisfying. Did I answer your question? Kind of?
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Thank you, young sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hi.
Hello, my name is Linda. I'm from London.
You're from London?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
Like West London, Ealing.
Ealing Broadway.
Yeah, near that.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
I was
I was east. You're west. We were like, what's her name from Wicked? We were like the two.
Yeah. So
I don't get the references.
sorry, I never watched Wicked.
You didn't? It's really good.
Which I don't know how I feel about bringing Witch.
I know, it's really good. And I watched the second one on the airplane recently. And I think, basically, you tell me, but I think people were like, there was so much publicity for the first one and so much hype. The second one came out and we weren't quite ready for it. Or we were kind of like, seen it, you know what I mean? And the second one is really good. It's really good if you can be bothered to sit down and watch it. So I actually highly recommend, even if you're not a musical fan or a witch fan, or they're really good. They're well done. They can really sing. Anyway, sorry, you had a question.
Yes. So Rowena is a very unique character, a female character that's not afraid to show her ambitions and putting her career first, ahead of her family, her son. So I'm just wondering, when you were first given this role, what thoughts or how did you shape this character?
Two things come to mind when you ask me that question. One is that Eugenie, who helped create Rowena, one of the writers, said to me, she's really good at what she does. Like this thing about, I'm a career woman, that's obviously a soundbite that she's picked up in the 80s. Like that wasn't a soundbite in 1914 or 1865 or, when she's been around for a long time, but this career woman soundbite is kind of funny. But she's had a passion and she's had a calling, she's had a vocation, and she's really good at it. And women have been really good at stuff for fucking centuries. For millennia, and not been paid for it or been appreciated for it. So that was you can see that was quite easy for me to tap into just now. And what was the other thing? Tell me your question again.
How did you shape your...
Right, so so the other part, the second part, which came first, is... I'm sorry I swore there for any young people in the audience. I don't swear very often. If I do, I usually get a note from my mum, if she's watched that. But that needed a swear word, I felt like. In Scotland, you don't trust people if they don't swear, right? So anyway, so I'm going to say a bad word, but it's because somebody wrote it. It's not because I said it. When I got the audition sides, I turned to the last page and I read the last thing that she said. Do you like reading a book? Did you ever do that? Like turn to that. And I still remember the line. And it was subsequently used about 3 years later. They took an element of the script from my audition and worked it into an episode because the writer just loved it so much, and I loved doing it so much. And the line that I read, it was the first thing I ever saw that Rowena said was, "Now do you understand why it breaks my heart to see what a colossal pussy you've become?" I'm like, if that doesn't give you a lot of information, I don't know what will. You know? And then I used all my imagination and everything I have as an artist to kind of, wiggle into her. And then I had 6 seasons to explore her, so I was really lucky. But thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Thank
I hope
you.
there's more characters, female characters like this.
Thank you, yeah, me too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi.
Hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm from Boston. And my question is, one of the things that people love most about Supernatural is how relatable and lovable the characters are. And my question to you is, what character do you feel like you relate to the most in any, it could be Supernatural or anything, like book, movie,
Oh my
TV.
God. Anything.
Anything.
Oh my God. The first thing I think I really consciously remembered relating to, and this is where representation is really important. I don't care if people think that's like a PC word or, it's not, it's common sense. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I was like 5 years old, 4 years old, so when I'm watching it, I'm watching Lucy. She's the youngest girl, she's the most like me, and I completely identify with Lucy. And so I'm in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That's a great one.
Right? And then, as an adult, I got to be in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I like to say that I gave Edinburgh my beaver. I played Mrs. Beaver, which is the opposite. She's a grandma, she's the granny that you've always wanted. She's pure love. And I had a wooden spoon, and even that, when I spank Edmund on the bottom, there was just so much love and fun. And it was like, oh, here I am. I mean, I was in my 30s at the time. I wasn't old, but playing this grandmother. And I was like, oh, I've gone from playing the youngest person in this to playing the oldest person in this, right? And so representation matters. And since then, I think I read and I watch a lot of things that have a female lead. Not because I don't like watching men, we see a lot of, but there's something about identifying with the protagonist. And again, that's why representation matters. So there's someone for everyone to relate to, or feel like they're somehow. We watch art. We look at. We're understanding the world. There's like reflections of ourselves and our experience and things. And I think we're looking for this kind of feeling or this movement within ourselves. And that's why I'm an actor. I want to be part of that for someone else. But I don't think the person or the creature has to look exactly like you or anything like that, but just there has to be something where you resonate. Which is so why some parts, even like Homelander, for example, he's so good, right? He's so good, you're kind of fascinated. Even though you're like, I'm not aiming to be like him, and he's a man, and I'm a, but, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The first one that comes to mind is Lucy. Is there one for you in Supernatural?
Not to be basic, but I do really go to Dean all the time.
Yeah. I think Dean is so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Jensen's tapped into that, like everyman quality, and we can recognize who he is, and it's fun. And he does a good job. You think, I know you think he's all right, but I think he's great. And by the way, he's like, I gave him a compliment. I don't like to give those guys compliments. Do you know what I mean? Like, get enough. As Danielle would say, like, you've got to get your head out the door at the end of the day. No, but when I saw Jensen, I think we were at a convention in Germany, and I said to him, Soldier Boy is amazing. He's amazing. He's a movie star. Like, awesome. And I don't like to say this. I do, and I really meant it. So yeah, anyway, they're talented boys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
My question for you is, what soup or stew do you think embodies Rowena?
You know who you should ask this question to over the weekend? Richard Spade. He loves these questions.
I will ask him if I'm able to. I've been asking
Please.
like everyone at every panel this question.
Please ask Richard, because I want to know his answer. So what soup or stew?
Yes, what soup or stew do you think Rowena would be?
I feel like she's a mulled wine.
Does that count as a soup or a stew?
It's got stuff in it. You stir up and heat it up and swims around. It's a stew. It's a soup you drink with a spoon if you want. That's exactly. Rowena would be like a claret mulled wine.
Okay. You know what?
Yes,
Thank
it
you
does
very
work.
much.
Thank you. Ruth Connell, redefining soup wherever she goes. soup, you can have wine. Wine makes a really good soup. It actually does. It makes a good base for a stroganoff, right? Or a minestrone. Hi.
Hello, my name is Letty. I'm from Boston, and I wanted to ask about the show Dead Boy Detectives that was canceled a couple of years ago. If the show was allowed to continue, I wanted to ask where you would want the night nurse's story to go on.
Well, I can tell you where it was going to go.
Okay.
Because it was already written, and they'd already scouted the locations. And I don't think you get told in this business, and you pick it up from other actors, you maybe have something lined up. Until it's edited and on the screen, you don't know. Like, I've seen a pilot where they reshot an entire character. And like that lady didn't know until she went to see it and she wasn't in it. Like somebody else is in it. Like you don't know. It's really not over till the fat lady is on screen singing. So you can't make assumptions. But I think in some parallel timeline it is being made, because I can't accept that we didn't get a second season because we loved it so much. We really cared about the characters. It was a very alternative show, and I think quite important show for especially younger people, and a lot of the themes in it, and about children, rescuing children and saving other children and finding things out that only they can understand. And there's also a lot of healing actually, I think, in the show. If you really look at it at quite a deep level, these ghosts, these two boys who died young, are solving these mysteries that involve these other children. So it's kind of profound and funny and whimsical, and in some parallel universe there's a second season. And in that second season, what happens is, so Charles, the boys they've got their detective agency, and Crystal's there, and I think a UU's character was going to be involved more, but basically the Dead Boy Detectives Agency, which is a terrible name. This is one of the jokes in the show. Hands up if you've not seen Dead Boy Detectives on Netflix. Okay, now slap yourself in the face. So watch it on Netflix. It's really good. It's only 8 episodes, but so basically I turn up in the season finale of the first season, and I'm forced by my boss to be working with them. So it was kind of going to be like, the way it was pitched to me by Steve Yockey was, it was kind of going to be like Charlie's Angels. And is it Bosley? Who's like there kind of going, okay, here's your mystery of the week. Is that right? What that character would do. So I was going to be in the office, but I've kind of created my own office, which, because it's the night nurse, is a huge office. So I've got a huge office that was off of a tiny door you didn't even know was there. But I've got this, it's like the TARDIS, right, my office. And oh my God, I was so looking forward to it. But thank you for your question. Thank you for watching. And I'm being serious. I hope if you get the chance to watch it, because if you like Supernatural, it was written by Steve Yockey, and it's got some supernatural themes in it. about family as well. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. How are you all doing? Are you still awake? Yeah. I haven't lulled you to sleep with my antihistamine tones. How?
Hi. My question for you is, if you could go to the Olympics, winter or summer, doesn't matter, which sport would you go for and why?
We just tried. We really tried because the Olympics are coming to Los Angeles. And Rob and I, we tried. We're on these lists and we filled in the emails and we were like, we never got the thing to like, or we didn't see it, or we didn't get the thing to buy. We get first dibs as residents. Actually, because Los Angeles is a big area, and within Los Angeles, there's different cities. We're actually in Los Angeles, and we didn't get the memo. So friends of ours had, they did get the memo, and they came round and were very generous. And you open it up, and it's like you go do it as fast as you can, you know, and pull up what you want. And it's like somehow you're ending up watching some preliminary gymkhana thing, or I think they got tickets for rhythmic gymnastics, which are amazing. I said to Rob, I want to see gymnastics. I really want to see the women's gymnastics, and I like men's gymnastics too, but I really want to see that. And I want to see a race like the 400 meters. I mean, the 100 meters. I think, you know, those classic ones, just because as a kid growing up, you know, those are the ones that everyone's kind of sitting down to watch as a nation. But I would honestly pretty much happily go see pretty much any sport, I think, at the Olympics, because I think everyone who's gotten there has gotten there at an incredibly high level. So I will be buying tickets on the black market, spending more than I did at the World Cup tickets for next Saturday, which is eye-watering. But I have to go and see something, and it's probably going to be probably going to be standing outside the gymnastics hall, like looking for a return or trying. I can't believe what they can do. And the diving as well. I think it's things that you can see that. Maybe I could have at some point touched my toes and jumped off a thing. What do you like? What would you like to have seen?
I've been like figure skating ever since I was
Oh,
little,
yeah.
so I probably want to go to
Yeah.
see the Winter Olympics for figure skating. But
Remind me the girl's name. Is it Leah? The girl that won the Olympic gold.
Alyssa Liu.
Alyssa Liu. I love her.
Me too.
I'm obsessed with her.
Me too.
Oh my god. I showed Margaret, she doesn't know what she's looking at, but I showed her, and I was like, Audrey, you have to watch this because she's Rob's daughter's age. I was like, yeah, this is your generation. And did everybody not see her? Don't worry, I'm not going to make you slap yourself in the face. The sheer joy that she went into that with, I thought, this is the next generation. This is the level where obviously it's a lifetime commitment and it counts so much, and then so often the tension gets in the way of the execution. And she just somehow managed to channel joy, and it was ecstatic to watch, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh my god, but that's the Winter Olympics. So that's it. I can have two, right? I can go to the summer and the winter.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I want to see her. Just her.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you. Hi.
Hiya. So kind of a quick backstory. I just got back from a semester abroad in Edinburgh, and it was the best time of my life. I felt like home.
Where were you studying?
Film and criminology. I went to Napier.
Napier. Okay. Very good.
So my question for you is, what is your favorite part about Scotland, and what do you miss most about Scotland?
My favorite.
Your favorite part about Scotland. Like, what do you love most about Scotland?
The sensibility. And we have a gallows sense of humour, and I miss that groundedness. Billy Connolly would say, because he lived in Los Angeles, and I wouldn't live in California if I didn't love it, right? I wouldn't be here if I didn't appreciate all that America does have that's great. And it's possible to love two places at the same time. But Billy Connolly, having lived in Scotland and lived in Los Angeles, said, would you rather have somebody say, have a nice day, and they don't mean it, or fuck off and they do? And that's the difference, and that's what I miss.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Oh my God. Is a real live munchkin? He's adorable. He's adorable. What's your name?
Dean from Colorado Springs.
Dean. Hi. Did we meet before?
I think so.
Yeah. Were you even younger? No. Just earlier today. I love your hair.
What's your favorite food in a season?
Oh,
Like any season?
any season. Well, one time I got to sit down and have a cup of tea with God. And that I can highly recommend. Usually with a little piece of Scottish shortbread beside it. And have you tried Scottish shortbread?
No.
Well, with your hair you should have. So you need to tell your parents, get some Scottish shortbread, okay? And I promise you it'll be one of your favourite foods that you've ever eaten. What is your favourite food? What did you like ice cream? Are you just thinking of all your favourite foods?
Chicken, rice, and yogurt.
Oh, very sophisticated. Oh. Thank you, Dean. I really appreciate you asking a question. You're very brave and very handsome. Bye. He did a good job. Give him a big round of applause. Was he just on his own? Is he yours? Okay. It's like there's child labour laws in this country. Oh, it's this side. Hi.
Hi, I'm Scout. I'm from Boston. My question was like, so obviously Rowena has a lot of like unsuccessful relationships over the course of the show, in the sense that a lot of them die. So my question was, if you had to write like a storyline where Rowena got like the perfect relationship that she wanted, what would it look like?
You remember when she was going after Lucifer? Because he was an alpha male. Right. Does anybody watch Your Friends and Neighbours with John Hamm? He's just like the quintessential alpha male, isn't he? They just keep filming him from behind. I'm going to do this so I can show you the back of my t-shirt as well, which is the reason I bought it. But they just keep filming him from behind. He's just this alpha male, right? And he's just so alpha. And that's why he's amazing, John Hamm. So anyway, Rowena wanted her, like, with Lucifer. At the time, Mark Pellegrino was playing Lucifer, and then that turned into Misha. Oh dear, that was funny. But I think, you know, in her head, here's this guy, like, you know, she's God's guilty pleasure. That was established in season 11 or 12, I think. Maybe 11. But here she is after Lucifer, because she needs an alpha male. And she's thinking they're going to be the posh and becks of hell. Except, there's only, I mean, it's a bad word, and I'm not going to say it. He's the biggest see you next Tuesday that's ever lived. He really is bad, isn't he? And he repays her interest by, like, toasting her to smithereens and calls her a ginger something. It's so, I was actually offended when I was watching it. I was actually offended. So it didn't work out well for her. And so everything else is just kind of like amusement. It's fun. It's not, it's like there is no match.
You don't think she's looking for anything serious?
No. I think she's serious about doing her job really well, and she tried to get Fergus back, Crowley back. She was serious about that, and she's serious about helping Sam and Dean and pulling Castiel's wings off, because that's fun. But no, it's refreshing, isn't it?
Okay, thank you.
I think so. Hi.
Hi, Ruth.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to say first, I really appreciate the way that you have developed and made the Rowena character alive. She's absolutely one of my favorite characters in the show. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. I was lucky. I was lucky to get the chance.
So as an actor, are there certain pieces of you that you see in Rowena and certain pieces of Rowena that you see in yourself?
With Rowena, it gives you such license to be the cheekiest, most confident, least apologetic version of oneself. And so that exists within me, but it exists in a very small proportion with very few people in certain social circumstances. So it's there. There's you have to understand it to play it. But this is the lovely thing that Coach taught me. If you see something in anyone, be it a character or a person, real person or a character, if you see something that you really admire, that exists within you. Otherwise you couldn't recognize it. And I thought, isn't that lovely? We're all walking around and it's important to have heroes, I think, or people we admire, and you go, because there's a piece of you that can grow to be more like that. So I think playing Rowena has given me more license to do this thing here, where I'm on stage. Hi. Where I'm on stage on my own talking, and I'm so enjoying myself, because Ruth at drama college, this would have given her flop sweats. It would have been my idea of a nightmare. I'd be so scared to say the wrong thing. But we are such a supportive group, and it is a safe space. You can say even slightly the wrong thing, and you're not crucified. And so I'm super grateful to Rowena, but I'm super grateful to this experience that only exists because you all turn up. And I really mean that. It's changed my life. So, thank you for your question. I don't think I answered it, but I did say that at the beginning, no promises. I will be out at my table, as we all are, in the vendors area. Come out and see
The
me.
band hasn't come out yet, so if you want to do another question, I think you could.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Megan. I'm from New Hampshire. And my question is...
Is New Hampshire a nice place to live?
Yes, it is very nice.
Should I move there?
Yes.
Jensen wants us to, and Billy wants to move to Connecticut.
Connecticut, is that okay?
Yeah, Connecticut's good.
Not as good as New Hampshire, though.
New Hampshire's the best.
Okay. No sales tax. What's your property tax like?
It's pretty bad.
Whoa. Is it?
I asked those questions too.
Okay.
For my question, I wanted to know, since Sam and Rowena had a good friendship on the show, what was your favorite part about working with Jared Padalecki?
Oh, apart from the time he hugged me and just collapsed his entire body weight onto me and nearly broke me, apart from when he does things like that, I really appreciated when we did The Rupture, how much he committed. He's 15 seasons in, he's done 963 episodes, something like that. And I really appreciated how much he committed to turning up for me and for Sam and for Rowena on that last day of filming that piece of The Rupture. I really appreciate that. It was fantastic and admirable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Hi. So, I'll be outside in a minute. Thanks for having me. Do I have to go now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk slowly.
Okay. I'll show you my t-shirt in the end.
Oh, there she is, everyone. Ruth